Hi everyone, it's always a delight to have you back at my YouTube channel. My name is Rebecca. If you're watching me for the first time, today we are going to have such an amazing time like we've always had. We are hosting a businesswoman, prominent businesswoman, and I am sure there's a lot that you are going to learn as you listen to this interview. So stay put and let's continue.
I wanted a job that I can spend more time with my children. I cannot stay at home. I'm not a home woman.
Person. Yeah,
I need to work. Yeah. If you want my heart to continue to beat, I need to work. You have opportunity everywhere. You just have to open your mind, open your eyes, and open your heart.
Sylvie,
Hi.
Very nice to have you.
Me too. I'm very nice to meet you.
Yeah,
very nice.
Thank you for taking such a long way to our invite. It means a lot to us.
It's a pleasure. Yeah. Like I told you the first time, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much, please. Can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
My name is Sylvie POTIGNON. I'm a French and Congolese citizen. I just moved to Dubai 2 months ago. As now I'm, like you say, an expat.
Yes.
And I opened my company in commercial brokerage. I've been in the business as a business owner, entrepreneur for 20 years.
Wow.
Yes. I have 3 companies now. My first company is Sofiaa services in Congo, Brazzaville.
Yes.
Congo, Brazzaville.
Yes.
Because we are not so now. And it's the company that is in business crisis management. Unfortunately, nowadays with COVID-19, there's something that's really, really on the time.
Exactly.
Yes. And have a second company that is in Dominican Republic, that we are a company finding investors for business owners specialized in hospitality, or landowner that want to build hotels and resorts.
Yes.
So really specialize in hospitality. Why? Because I have a 20 years career in hospitality. I am also an associate and owner in 3 hotels based in Pointe-Noire, Congo, a 3-star hotels, another 3-star hotels, and a 4-star hotels on the beach area of Pointe-Noire. Pointe-Noire is the economical capital of the country. It's a city with 1 million inhabitants.
Wow.
So it's a big city.
Quite busy. Yeah.
And it's where the oil and the gas of industry and exploitation is done. It's in Congo. Our major production in the country is oil and gas, like a little bit like UAE, but in the smaller way.
Yes.
Smaller way. So I'm 44 years old. I'm a mommy of 2 children, 2 girls, and I came here in UAE for a new challenge.
Okay. In such a time, we're going to be talking about later on that one, because I really want to know why you chose to come in the time when there's a crisis, but you're so bold. I can tell you, very bold. Okay, so you came with that. We came along with 2 colleagues.
Yes.
Please introduce them as well.
This is Abdullah. Abdullah is my PA, personal assistant, and assistant manager of the CEO, if I can say. So I think I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Okay,
himself.
Please.
So I'm Abdullah Saad. I'm from Sri Lanka.
Yes.
I joined Miss Sylvie recently. So this is a new job for me. So I used to work in hospitality.
Yeah.
So me as a person, I like to help people.
Yes.
And I like to, in my family, I like to guide them. So this job, it brings the best out of me.
Wow.
Yeah. So I really love working as a personal assistant in Sofiaa International.
Okay, that's very good, and very nice to hear from you.
Thank
so
you
if anyone is there and they're fearing, they're afraid of changing the line of employment, as long as you follow your heart, you do something that you feel like you love, it is going to be working out for them. So they should not be afraid from the step that you took.
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. And another one, Mr.
I introduce Mr. Noel Malela. He's only speaking French, but I'm gonna translate.
Okay, please introduce.
Ok, merci bien. Merci. Je suis Noël Malela.
I am Mr. Noel Malela.
Je suis de Pointe-Noire.
I am from the
Congo-Brazzaville,
city
du
of
Congo-Brazzaville.
Pointe-Noire, Congo-Brazzaville.
Je suis agent de Sofiaa Service.
I am an employee of
Qui
Sofiaa
s'occupe de
Services
relations
in
publiques.
Congo.
J'ai
I am in charge of public relationship.
J'ai été mis en mission par mon DG pour venir parler de Sofiaa Beach ici à Dubaï.
I've been called by my general director, me, to come to UAE in order to talk about Sofiaa Services and the relationship that Sofiaa Services and Sofiaa International can have with UAE.
Dubaï, qui est une ville merveilleuse, que je trouve agréable.
Dubai is a wonderful and marvelous city that I like. It has a good living style, lifestyle.
Voilà pour l'instant ce que je peux dire sur ma mission.
What I can say about my mission here in Dubai.
Wow, thank you so much. It's been very nice to have you. After the introduction has gone on, I'm going to give you a little bit more time because you've taken us through a quick of your history and where you come from. So if you can tell us a bit more about yourself and your career, that would be so helpful.
Okay. So about my career, like I told you, first of all, I have a diploma in business from business school in France. After my diploma in business, what I've done, I have done a Bachelor in Science of Management of Hospitality from the Florida International University in Miami, in USA. After that, after my diploma, I went to work for American Airlines until the sadly two-tower bomb attack with the... So after that, I worked a little bit and I have to change my career. And my family told me, since we have gave you the opportunity to study hospitality, and we are in this business with all these hotels, and you are the eldest of the daughter, we want you to come back to the home country. I say, okay. So I came back to my home country in 2002, end of 2002, 2003, and I began to work. I start first because my parents are very hard and they believe in hard working to get reward, and that's a good thing.
Wow.
And I began to work in the food and beverage industry, in the food and beverage field of the hotel, as a restaurant manager, the manager of the restaurant of the hotel, or about buffet, banking, catering, and everything. I've done that for 3 years. And after they say, okay, now you got more experience, you can go where the room management of the 2 hotels. And I've been doing that for 2 years. Okay. And after the next step, they say, okay, you can have to be the right hand of your mother. You have to now, you know, the whole field of these hotels, all these hotels. We feel that if you have an issue in restaurant management, you know how to deal with it. If you have an issue in the management of the room, you know how to deal with it. If you have an issue in accounting, you know how to do it. And now you can be the right hand of your mother as the big CEO. So until her death, I was the CEO, and I was aware of all aspects that was into these hotels, the 3 hotels, full operation, full management, in accounting, human resources. I was interviewing. I don't know.
You were hands-on.
Hands-on in each area. And this is a very hard work because hospitality, you have to know something. You work when the other has fun. When the other have fun, you work. And when they finish to have fun, you're still working. It's like a doctor.
I get it.
But the doctor is working only when you are feeling bad.
Not feeling well, but the other ones are having fun, you're serving them.
And when you finish, you have to continue to work because you have to get prepared
for the next one to come to have fun.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a very special job because we are here for the well-being of a person.
Wow.
We're like a doctor. We nourish them with the food. The food is like a medicine. you have to be very specific and very, very careful because you're putting food in the mouth of someone.
Yes.
When someone has to sleep, you have to be careful that is in a security environment.
Wow.
You have lot of I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself.
Yes.
Lot of
Emphasis.
responsibility in hospitality management and food and beverage management. So as the right hand of the CEO, so as the second CEO, I've been nominated in 2008 or 9 officially the second CEO of the company.
Okay.
I think I was the youngest
hotels,
one
yeah.
in Congo on 3 hotels. I've been working like that. We had 200 employees from different nationality, from Africa and also from Europe, and from also Lebanon, also a lot of Lebanon.
Yeah.
And until 2019 when my mother passed away. And when my mother passed away, I continued to work because I was not only an employee, I was also an associate.
Okay, yeah.
I was an associate, so I continued to work and to run until the time that the other associate wanted to change their career. They say, we want to change career. So I say, we sat down, we tried to find solution, and we say, okay, we all want to change career because we all were working in hospitality, and it's a very, very,
it's a consuming kind of work. Yeah.
It's time eating.
Take you up, yeah.
It's eat you up. It's rewarding because you're meeting so many people,
and you're
but it's eat you up.
Them,
It's eating your life also, your personal life, the time you can spend with your children. The time I wanted a job that I can spend more time with my children, not going. For example, I was out of my house at 6 o'clock, and I was coming back when I could come back.
Not like guaranteed any time, like
it can be
and
9. It can be 10 p.m. It can be 11 p.m. It can be coming back at 9 p.m. and going back out again
overnight
because you have a big event and you have 200, 300 person and you have to be there because it's a big company and they have an event, they have a buffet, they have a cocktail, they have a lot of things. So I changed career. I say, okay, we are selling the hotels. So now we are on the process of by I think the end of the summer, beginning of fall is gonna be there. So I say, okay, now the hotel are closed. I say, okay, what can I gonna do? I say, okay, I cannot stay at home. I'm not a home woman.
Person. Yeah, you're busy.
I need to work.
Yeah.
I need to have challenge. That's my fuel. That's my energy. That's my electricity.
I copy that, yeah.
That's my fuel. So if you want my heart to continue to beat, I need to work. So I say, okay, I have a diploma in business. I like to put people, because when I was working in hospitality, I was helping so many people. Because when you are in hotels, you meet so many people from all over the world. And people, like I told you, they feel like home. I say, oh, I have this problem. I have this problem. Can you tell me where I can go, where I can get that? And I said, oh, wait a minute. I've been doing that for free for so many years.
Yes.
How can I do it and get being paid for that? I began to make some research. And they said, I saw that's commercial brokerage.
Yes.
I said, oh my God, I was doing this job for a long time without knowing it, just by helping people. I say, okay, where I want to do it. I look up of my company. I say, okay, I have a company in Congo. I already have a full coverage of Africa.
Yes.
From Congo, I can touch all Africa. And have a direct access to France because I'm French also. And after I saw, okay, I have a company in Dominican Republic. I have a full coverage of Canada, United States, Mexico. And when you say Mexico, obviously you say South America.
Directly.
I say, okay, and Caribbean. I say, okay, this I have a coverage. And I look up to the world, the map world. Really, trust me. I say, okay, all this part of the world, maybe there are some business to do. I say, I knew already UAE. I say, okay.
Yeah, because you had been coming here for some time.
I know UAE since 2018.
Okay. Yeah.
End of 17, beginning of 18. I say, UAE, I'm going in holidays. I saw the life. It's been 7 or 8 times I come there.
Yeah.
Why not UAE?
Yeah.
And I have a very good friend of me that have a company here.
Yeah.
I say, is it difficult to open a company here? I say, no, that's the most easiest country to open a company.
Tell them.
That's the most easiest country. If
Things
you are
to
an
do.
honest person
Yes.
who want to work, come to UAE. They open the country to foreigner, to investor.
Wow.
I was surprised. I lived that already with
Yes.
Dominican Republic.
Yes.
I felt it was unique. No, it's not unique. UAE is the
I've
same.
got it.
And I said, okay, let's give it a try. It was in December. I
Yes.
came just for holidays to spend the New Year Eve. I said, okay, let's give it a try. Okay. You need this document. I have a consultancy agency. I went to, like most of us,
Yeah.
I go to a consultancy agency. Also, you get da. And I went back to Congo. And after when I come back to Congo in January, say, okay, they accept it. I say, really?
Quick like that?
Quick like that?
Yeah.
I said, okay. I come back in February because there are holidays for my kid because they're French and in February you have holidays.
Yes.
And I continue to fill up all the information they wanted. And at the end of February, they say, you have your Emirate ID. I said, really?
So now you're a resident fully. Yeah.
I said, okay. Since I have my company, my Emirate ID, I took the phone.
Yeah.
I called him. I said, okay, can you handle the company with my assistant director?
Yes.
Can you and my legal director and my financial director? I call them. I say, can you handle Sofiaa services? They say, why? I say, I open a company. He say, are you serious? I say, I'm completely serious. Believe me, I am serious.
Yeah. They couldn't believe it themselves.
I say, okay, I know you like challenges. Go. Do your best. Work. We're here behind you. We are your backbone. We're handling the company. You just have to do Zoom meeting, calling, and everything. We have already contract these with companies, so we're following it and everything. I say, okay, perfect.
Sorted.
But I told them, each one of you has to come to UAE because they're gonna be related with Congo also and the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I have my manager from Dominican Republic. I think at the beginning of fall she's gonna come also.
Yes.
She's a woman. She's from Dominican Republic. Esmilna. She's wonderful.
Yes.
And last month it was my the assistant director of my company, Mrs. Giselle. She was there.
Yes.
This month is Mr. Noel as a PR, public relationship manager.
Yes.
They need to be aware because they're working in the full coverage of my 3 companies.
Yes.
They need to know the country. That's very important.
Very.
The opportunity of UAE, the culture. That's very important because when you go to seek client, to seek companies, to do the B2B, to go to a government, because I put also government to government relationship,
Yes.
B2B, private to companies from all over the world. I'm
Yes.
not only UAE, Congo. I'm gonna work with Asia, with North Africa, with Caribbean, with Mexico, with United States. I'm a commercial brokerage.
Yes.
A commercial brokerage take all opportunity that comes to him and he broadcast it
Yes.
and he seek client, it outsource for client, he putting people in connecting people.
Yes.
Our job is connecting people, outsourcing for people, giving information for people,
Yes.
tracking all kind of information for people and company. So that's our job. And this is a very rewarding job. Really, when you succeed to close a deal, it can make a lot of time.
Yes.
But when you succeed to close a deal,
The happiness.
that's a
So rewarding.
great
Yeah.
pleasure of
Yes.
happiness, like a good fruit called juice.
Yes.
When it's a hot weather like
Cool
today.
one. Yeah.
So that's what I can say about my job,
Yes.
about what we're doing. So we open to whole kind of field of activities.
Yes.
We're doing now, we have clients nowadays in Congo that come to us on the Sofiaa International Commercial Brokerage Company for oil and gas, for example. Some of our clients are seeking gasoline
Yes.
in order for Namibia. I'm working with Namibia. I have, for example, another client is seeking chemicals, propane chemicals specialized for oil and gas extraction. That they need chemical that cleans for the Congo. I have another client is a contractor, is seeking contract in Africa. I have another client is seeking cosmetic organic cosmetic from Africa, from Congo.
Which we do have there.
Yeah, that we do have there. I have so many demand from people that ask me, how can I connect with Africa or African? I have even a Lebanon person that living in Congo. He was seeking all the material and machine in order to open a bakery. And he didn't know where to get his material to open a bakery. He changed his career from construction to bakery. Can you imagine? And he said, okay, I want to open the bakery. And Sylvie, since you are in UAE, can you find me a provider of all the machinery, the equipment? I say, okay. And I seek here and I say, okay, this is. He say, okay. It's good to work with you. I'm gonna get the word to everybody. And also we connecting B2B.
Yes.
We also doing B2B in real estate. We are not a real estate company.
Yes.
No. But we're connecting real estate company to real estate company.
So you're like a go-between.
I am the middleman. That's my main goal and my main job. I am the middleman in everything.
Okay.
And my goal is to be the middleman, and that's my job.
Yes.
I'm the middleman, and to close good deal that both parties are satisfied.
Yes, and they're benefiting.
That's the long life of my job.
Okay.
So, for example, I'm working actually with a real estate company in France with whom I've been working now for 1 year with my other company. And when they knew that I was in UAE, say, do you think that we can have some client that want to invest in France? I say, okay, this is COVID. He say, yes, but the real estate market didn't move so much. People are still buying. I say, okay. And I say, okay, let's do all your profile. We're still working on it. We didn't. He said, because I have good property, maybe people in UAE, they want to have a beautiful property in Europe and in France in particular. I say, okay. And 1 month later, he say, you know what? With this COVID thing, there are the commercial real estate is working, but in your way. I say, how? In my way. Oh, if you know some real estate company that have some commercial retails or restaurant to sell, there are so many business owner in the food industry and hotel industry that want to invest in UAE because of COVID. Wow. I say, my goodness, every day I discover stuff. I wasn't thinking about it. I say, okay, definitely we need to sit down and to work on it.
Yes.
It was supposed to come to UAE. Unfortunately, there was the lockdown in France. I say, okay, you have to come. We have to sit down because that's not the same job that we are doing with my other company in Congo. So we have to sit down and to see, because it's gonna be, I'm gonna connect him to UAE real estate company, and so they're gonna work together.
Yes.
And the both way.
The match.
Yes.
Wow.
So this job is very, like was saying Abdullah, is very rewarding, because when you go from deal to deal or to encounter to encounter or meeting from meeting, conference to conference, lunch from lunch, dinner from dinner, or YouTube video from YouTube video, TikTok from TikTok, you have so many idea and a full flow of information that's coming to you, and you develop each day new challenge and new opportunity in this country. It's the same in this whole world.
Yes.
You have opportunity everywhere. You just have to open your mind, open your eyes, and open your heart.
I've heard that.
Yes.
I hope everyone has, of course.
Yes, and I don't know what this challenge in this my business life will guide me. I don't know. But for sure, the journey,
Yes,
worth it.
it's worth it.
I don't even care if I can say
It's a challenge worth taking. Yeah.
it's the journey. I like the journey.
Yes.
And I am a fighter. You know, that's thing in my country.
Yes.
This is the raffia, and this is what fighter in our country in Congo they wear this and the raffia, and that's our when you have, it's very expensive, you know, that's why we cannot put a lot, but they have a meaning. That's why I wear it today. Is if I have some Congolese member of
The
my
people,
community,
they are there.
they're looking at me.
We have a
When they're gonna
community.
see that, they're gonna understand that
She
I'm the
is,
kind.
yeah.
I'm a fighter in life. I'm a fighter in life, and it's important for women. It's a very important for women, for African women,
Yeah.
for all women in the world.
Yes.
I like women who fight, and a woman is a fighter.
From the start. Yeah.
From the start. A woman can handle a life in her belly for 9 months. That's a fight, that's a battle. And at the end, she has to battle between life and death.
To bring
To she's the one who bring one person into life. A person that's gonna live for 80, 100 years. So I think women, we are fighters since we opened our eyes. So
it was a good one, yeah, to branch over there, because I know it's really, really helpful for people to know that, not to undermine themselves. Yes, you are a woman, or because you're weak in some way, you feel like you cannot achieve one or two things.
No.
It just takes strength and boldness, like you coming here in the COVID time. My God, how did you even do that?
because I have something that my mother was always telling me.
Yes.
Sometimes I was a little bit afraid. The first time I opened my company,
Yes.
I opened it, and she said, "Oh, you open a company, but you don't need to open a company." I said, "I want to do something from my own. You know, I'm managing your company. That's your company.
Yeah.
I need something that belongs to me." She said, "Okay." But I said, "I'm a little bit afraid." And she told me, "You know, if in life you want to succeed, you have to jump. If you never jump, you will never know. And the only thing you're gonna get is regret. Oh my God, if I have done it, that's worse.
I wish
than
I did it. Yeah.
I wish I did it. It's worse than failing.
Getting your ankle, your ankle
failure
broken. Yeah.
is not a problem.
Okay.
Failure is experience. You fail, you fall, and you do it again. If you can do it smaller.
Yes.
You fail, who never fail? So many genius people fail so many times in this world, and today everybody is celebrating them. So many people fail in silence, and you don't know it, and you only know their success. There is no shame in failing. And COVID is just a challenge.
Yes.
Some people got afraid of COVID, say, "Oh my goodness, the end is the world is finished.
Yeah.
That's the end of the end." And what I was thinking, I swear, when after, first month, I say, okay, in 3 months it's finished. After 3 months, okay, 6 months and it's done. They're going to find a solution.
Yes.
After 6 months, I say, oh my goodness, this thing seems to stay.
Still right here?
After 1 year, I wondering myself, say, okay, Sylvie, now in this COVID, if you want to be a good businessman, you have to find opportunity into COVID situation.
Wow.
Unless you're gonna die as a businessman. A businessman, when there is a storm, is not turning his back on the storm. It's facing the storm.
Wow.
And enter in it.
Push through it.
Take all the security and go in it. Never mind how you gonna exit from the store with one left arm broken, no legs, only one eye, not two eyes, but you face the storm. Never turn your back on the storm.
As a business person and also in life.
in life as a business person. I cannot stop myself. I have 15 employees in my 3 companies. That means I have a total of 15 person. They have family to feed. They have a house, they rent. They have rent to pay.
Yeah.
They have dream. Them also, they have dream. So all these employees, COVID cannot justify that. I have to find a solution.
You have to.
They believed on me as a boss. When I say I have this goal, I'm gonna open this company. Do you want to feel to come to work for me as a legal assistant, as an accountant, as a PA, as a PR, as an assistant manager? Do you want to come with me? You're gonna have this salary, and we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
So they have plan in their life.
They do. Yeah.
Now there is COVID. I know that's independent of our volunteer, but we have to find a solution. What I told to my employee, we're gonna have rough time. We're gonna have to support each other. We're gonna have to reduce the expenses. But believe me, if I do it, it's in order to cross the storm. Because if we don't end each other's hand and do some sacrifices, small sacrifices, we're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
And me, I'm not the only one to guide the ship. We're all together. Maybe I'm on the front of the ship,
and
like in Viking,
yes,
you know, the one on the top.
Yes.
But you are behind, and we are going together. I'm the one guiding. Say, okay, we go to the left, we go to the right, we stop, we go further. But without them, I cannot go further. We are together. We are a team. So in good, we are a team. In bad, we are a team.
Still team, yeah.
If I suffer, you suffer with me. If I have joy and money and big achievement, we all benefit of this because we are a team. Wow. That's what I can say.
Wow, that's amazing. So I'm just going to move you a little bit to what a businessman who is in Dubai, who is in UAE at large, who would like to invest in maybe Congo, Brazzaville, or maybe not only Congo, because I mentioned Congo because that's where you're coming from, but a businessman who is looking to invest in Africa, invest in Asia. How are you able to help this kind of person? Do you, because you said you're a go-between man, what are they how are they supposed to get you? What kind of help do they expect to have from you?
First of all, I gotta begin with Congo.
Yes.
With Congo, if a businessman or businesswomen want to invest in Congo, what the first thing that they have to do is to know the country.
Okay.
The first time. If they know the country, they come, they visit the country, or maybe they have contact over there. The first thing to know is they have to know what they want to do. And they have to know if this activity is someone that can be productive in Congo. If it is the case, what they have to do is to do the thing, the process has to be legal.
I get it, yeah.
Very legal, in the right way. Because sometimes in Africa, people like to take shortcuts. Shortcut is not good.
That's right.
If you have someone that is you the thing, yes, but no shortcuts. Because shortcuts, they're always coming back to you.
Yes.
So to do the thing, to install the company in the proper way. Legally, with register company.
Yeah.
And after, to register himself to the Chamber of Commerce of the city they are.
Okay.
If it's Pointe-Noire or Brazzaville. To do a good survey, commercial survey, before to install their company.
Yes.
To know what are their client, their customer, their provider, how they're exporting or importing goods.
Yes.
To know all the network,
the process
of the country. And to belong to also the business owner association of the country is very powerful, and they have very, very good information for business owner when you arrive. The chamber, so I summarize, having a good knowledge of the country, doing a good survey of all the commercial network of the country, working properly and legally, installing his company, and being in relationship with the Chamber of Commerce and the business owner of the country association. That's the best thing.
So you help them get those acquired?
We have a company, Sofiaa Services in Congo. We can here, Sofiaa International Commercial Broker, can put them in relationship with our company over there, Sofiaa Services, that can help them from scratch to the end. We have financial team with someone that Mr. Pierre, that's here, has been in this job as a financial advisor for 17 years. Mr. Noel for all administration work, paperwork for 70 years. We have Mrs. Carmela as a legal assistant. She has been doing this job for almost 7 years. And we have Mrs. Marlene as an accountant that has been in this job for 6 years, sorry. And we have Mrs. Giselle Kulanda that has been a secretary and assistant manager, so she can explain how to write the letter to the administration, all this thing. She has been there for more than 30 years in this job. So I'm not working, I like to work with young, but I'm working for this aspect of my company with very experienced people. So when you come to us, you're sure that you're going to be well advised and you're going to open properly your company.
Wow, that's so revealing.
And regarding now, you asked me for the second question. Sorry, I talk so much. So
no, it's okay. That's perfect. I was just asking.
You say Congo, and you have Asia. Asia not yet, but I can talk about Caribbean and Central America if you want, because I have my company over there, Sof International. So I'm working with Mrs. Esmilna Peguero. We opened the company in 2017. She's a wonderful person. She's my manager, and she's also my sister. And we are working with investors that want to invest in the Dominican Republic and Mexico. So we know landowner, we know facilities or hotels, resort owner that are willing, some of them, to rent it or to sell the land of the property. So we're also in relationship with the Minister of Tourism, because it's very important for this part to work with the Minister of Tourism when you're working in the hospitality field, especially when investors. We specialize in Dominican Republic. We don't do the coastal area. Why? Because I like UAE, but most with Dominican Republic, I fall in love with this country. It's a very, very touchable country. It touches your heart. And you have the coastal part is very full of resort. You have Kempinski, you have Hilton, Sheraton, everybody is here. But you have the central part of Dominican Republic is pretty empty. Not completely, but very empty. And you have all this opportunity in ecological lodge. And that's the thing that we are specialized in. We're specialized in investors that gonna come to do resort, but ecological resort that respect the nature and the area. So it's very specific what we're doing in Dominican Republic. And you have a lot of investors in the United States, in Canada, in Europe, that now they want to invest, but to keep safe the planet, And you have also a new kind of tourism. Tourism self-confident about the ecological impact of the resort or the hotel they are in.
They are very conscious.
Conscious.
About, okay.
Yeah, very conscious. And you have this kind of tourism.
Yes.
And Dominican Republic is very good area, and especially because the central area of Dominican Republic is still, if I can tell, this world virgin of all big resort. There are some, but not enough compared to the coastal part.
Yes.
And you have so many people who is unemployed over there, and willing to work, willing to know. And I have this project with my manager, Mrs. Esmilna Peguero, and also I have another friend that's working in real estate in Miami.
Yes.
We met during my time in Miami, and she's a real estate. She's from Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, and with her we work on Dominican Republic and Mexico. Because if I say it's Mexico, she can tell me it's Mexico.
Okay.
So I say
so
good.
let's leave it Mexico.
Mexico. And on the Mexican part is different. This is a real estate more, okay, the massive one, you know. There are in Cancun, the area of Cancun. So you have so many big resort, and you have some resort, they have the owner, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resort, and they just want to, okay, we get rid of 2 because it's too much work, and we want to change, we want to do a spa, something like that. So for these people that want to really sell it, only selling, what we do, okay, we try to find investors in order to buy their resort.
But
it's a heavy industry of the hospitality, like you know, here in UAE. So it's a very touristic place. Cancun, you know, that the food destination. We had most of our clients. The client of this kind of industry in the Caribbean and Mexico are more from Europe, Canada, and United States. That's the kind of customer they get. Africa, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, can you imagine? I'm the worldwide woman, you know. No bridge between nationality. There is no bridge.
I hope you've enjoyed this show. It is not all. We're going to be having another part coming up very soon. So if you've not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, please click the subscription button below and just close to the word there is a bell. Click on it and turn on all your notifications for this channel so that every time we post a new video, when we bring part 2 of this same conversation, you will be able to be notified. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.